live on Crosswave Radio every Sunday at 11 a.m. starting November 4th. I'll see you soon.
Scott Dion Brown, the newest member of the MCBN family. Making radio entertainment just as cool today as it was before. You're listening to Crosswave, the right hit music mix. Crosswave Radio, a division of Media Concept Broadcasting Network.
Let's go! The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio.
It's 2019, baby.
All the hits. One station.
Bringing you the best mix of the best music. Nothing but the baddest and best music. Broadcasting worldwide. One hit at a time.
Music.
Online.
One station. Hit music. All the hits.
24/7 around the world. Non-stop. This is Crosswave.
The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, a musical talk show with in-studio guest performers and interesting program features. Anchored by the man with many titles: musician, producer, actor, director, YouTuber, filmmaker. Well, the list is long because he's the man and more. So friends, Canadians, ladies and gentlemen, your Sunday midday fun starts here. Welcome to the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
And here we are. It's Family Day long weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Hello. Welcome to the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. I am your host, Scott Dion Brown, and I'm joined as always, of course, by the best co-host in the galaxy, the one, the only,
Regina Lena. Good morning and happy Sunday, everyone. Good morning, Scott. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. How was your week?
My week's been good. It's been busy. You know, Galaxy pageant is coming up. 10 more weeks until the pageant.
10 weeks.
So it's a lot of last minute kind of things, like, you know, figuring out your dresses, more promotions. I did my photo shoot yesterday with James. Thank you, James.
Yeah, I saw some posts on your Instagram about that.
Yes, I'm excited to get the pictures because it's been maybe a year or so since my last one. So I was looking at them and I'm like, whoa, I look older than I did a year ago. 10-year challenge right there.
10-year challenge, 1-year challenge, yeah.
Yes. How was your week?
What did I get up to? Editing mostly. I don't know. I've been spending so much time editing now. The days are all bleeding together. I'm not even really sure what else I did this week. I ate some.
Edit.
Yeah, just editing. It's just like, I don't know. You start to sit in front of the computer long enough, and your neck starts hurting, and it all melts away.
I feel like you need to get one of those, like, you know, those blue lens or blue light lenses.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what you need this week.
Those would be really good, yeah. Especially good for the eyes. And I think I need a better chair to sit in. I don't have a proper computer chair.
You should grab one of these red chairs.
All right, yeah, I'll take one of these home. But shall we start the show?
Yes,
We've
got
a good show today. Okay, well, we can't kick things off first, of course, by thanking our two executive producers who make this show possible. Regine.
Yes, Scott.
Do you want to find out what your home is really worth?
Sure.
Are you buying or selling a home?
I could be.
Then Jennifer C., Realtor at Home Life Culture Link is here to help. Call or text Jennifer today at 647-403-8887. Don't deal with just anyone. Speak to a professional. Jennifer C. at Home Life Culture Link. To see her current listings, visit homelifeculturelink.com. And our second producer, the one, the only, the mortgage godfather, is here to give you advice with any mortgage needs you may have. And he will shop to find you the best mortgage. Nino Saimeka, mortgage agent. He will give you an offer you can't refuse. He'll give you an offer you can't refuse. Find out more at mortgagegodfather.ca or call 905-604-6955. Thank you very much to our two executive producers who make this show possible.
Yes, and to thank one more advertiser, the Canada Top Choice Council, because for the month of February, they are raffling off a pair of tickets to the Give Back concert on March 9th. So it's really simple. All you have to do is leave a comment down below. You can let us know what your plans are for Family Day, if you're excited for the concert, and you'll be entered into a draw, which will happen on March 3rd.
That's right. Leave a comment down below here on the Facebook Live chat. Hello, everybody who's tuning in right now. Hello. Make sure you leave a comment so that you can be entered.
I see that my mom is watching. Hi, Mom.
Good.
Hi, Kuya Vaughn.
Leave a
see
message.
you.
Leave a message.
Hello.
everybody.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
So I think we should meet our guest.
Yes, we should.
We have a very exciting guest here today, and I've got a bio that I'm going to read. Our next, I was about to say
Our
our next
guest.
performer. I went into MC mode. Our guest today is a singer-songwriter known for her electric live performance and soul-filled voice. Born and raised in a very small town in northern Ontario, she always knew she was destined to explore the highs and lows of life as an inquisitive, creative wanderer. In her lyrics, she reflects on matters of spirit and social issues. Her ideas are often controversial, political, comical, and emotional. Her voice is strong but can also be very delicate, as if it were a combination of clean country Patsy Cline and Shania Twain, and attitude blues like Bonnie Raitt and Tracy Chapman. She independently released her debut album in March of 2018 and performs regularly in Toronto with her 5-piece band. She just returned from a currently solo acoustic tour with dates across the United States and is planning to continue her tour across Canada this spring/summer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lynn Moffat.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm happy to be here with you guys.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, how are you? I understand you had a performance last night.
I did. I was playing with a friend of mine, Lindsay Cox. We have a duo called the Sunday Afternoons, and we play mostly acoustic covers. So we were playing at the Firkin on Bay last night for 3 hours. So
Wow.
my voice is a little bit in the grittier side of my voice, but that's okay.
Well, thank you for. I know you're probably tired after that, so thank you for coming out today,
good.
coming up to the
It's all
show.
good.
Well, so let's get into it right now. So,
Okay.
Let's get into it.
tell us a bit about yourself. So you play in a few different acts. You said you play in a few different bands. So
Yeah.
tell us a bit about that.
I've been playing music in Toronto for a few years now, for 6 years probably.
Wow.
Playing in various bands, cover bands I started playing in when I decided I was like, you know what, I'm going to sing more often as opposed to just doing it as a hobby. So I sang in a bunch of cover bands, traveling around southwestern Ontario, doing like pop music and things like that, and then gradually met musicians that I wanted to form my own band with. Met my producer, Chris Hall. We started developing some of my original tunes, and it took quite a long time to get everything together to record and come up with a product that we were happy with. And so I released the EP last March, so it's almost been a year now. And
Awesome.
I'm just playing. I'm playing solo. I'm playing with my band. I have a 5-piece country band I play with in the city, and my other duo, the Sunday Afternoons, and really anybody else want me to play in your band, I'll be like, okay, what are we playing? Let's do it. I love music, so I like a challenge when it comes to music as well. So
That's awesome.
Awesome.
yeah.
One thing I try to ask a lot of performers when they come in here is, what do you think it is about people who feel the need to get in front of an audience and perform? Because I know there are a lot of people out there who, the idea of getting even public speaking or having to give like a presentation at work or something is terrifying to people. But then there are people like, well, I mean, we're all performers here, but there's something about, I don't know, what do you think it is about us that makes us want to do that?
I don't know. It's definitely something that's like it's a bug. It's a performer's bug, because even for me, like, I'm fine with public speaking, but I'm way more comfortable singing than I am speaking. But it actually still takes a little while to get to that point, because there's singing somebody else's music that it's like, okay, that's fine, and then there's singing your own music, and you're like, okay, now you're actually getting like a little piece of my soul here. But I don't know why performers like to perform. I mean, and some people don't. It's just that thing. It's like, look at me. I feel like it's like a younger child thing too. I don't know if you guys are like
I was
the younger sibling.
I'm the oldest.
I'm oldest myself.
But I like to be the center of attention.
Okay, because I'm the youngest, so I'm like, I always was like the comedic relief in my family, so maybe that started out.
Actually, that could contribute to, so it's almost like in those younger age you got the positive feeling of like the positive reinforcement from an audience.
Yeah.
And that feeling, it kind of could be where you first experienced that, like the high you described. It's like, I know what you're talking about. When you get on stage, there's something about being in front of a crowd.
The adrenaline.
There's so much
pushes you
adrenaline.
away, yeah.
And I think a lot of people they fear creativity, and people are like, oh, I'm not creative. And I don't believe that. I think everybody is creative. You have to tap into it. And if you want to be good at something, you have to practice.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that people aren't creative.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. And if you're creative in one way, I think you're going to be highly creative in other ways. So
yeah, that's definitely true.
just explore. Explore all the arts.
Yeah, I think there's a fear element people you have to sort of get over. Like a lot of times I even find that if you're writing a song, like there's a part of it where you just sort of have to make a choice. You almost have to have the confidence, like you're writing an original piece of music. It could be anything. There's no right or wrong way to write a song or whatever. But you just have to go, no, this is the note I'm going to choose. And just choosing to make that the song, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, is this the one?
Yeah.
I'm battling right now with the song that I'm writing. I'm like, I have it, and then I'm like, it's not done. I don't know what I need to do to it,
There's
but
something
it's
about
just
it.
not done.
Yeah.
And that's fun about writing music too. It's like you can continually put these pieces of a puzzle together, and then you can change. You could take out a whole chunk if you want. And
Yep.
Like it's not like a painting where you finish the painting and you're like, I ruined that part by painting that on it. I mean, I guess you could paint over it, but eventually the paint gets a little thick.
Yeah.
So.
I think that's a typical thing with a lot of artists seem to feel that way, is that a piece of work is never finished.
Yeah.
And it almost feels like you're just there's always that feeling of, are you just abandoning it? And I found that even when you talk to other people who are even painters or other types of art, is that there's always that same thing of like, okay, you're working on this thing, and there's always that need to keep working on it forever because you're like, I could fix this, I could fix this. And part of that is really choosing, okay, now it's done.
Yeah.
Now I step away.
Must step back.
Yeah.
How long have you been writing music for?
I guess I started writing music when I was a little kid, because I remember playing the piano and writing a song called "In the Meadow Sheep Were Grazing."
In the meadow, sheep were grazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know why I wrote that song about sheep, because I didn't have any sheep or anything. I just seemed to go with the notes. So I've always written music and dabbled, and I started, my first instrument was actually trumpet back in elementary school. I played in the concert band, and I played from like age 10 till 18.
Wow.
But then my mom played the piano, so I would sing along with her, and I moved away from home, and I was like, oh crap, now I don't
Now I don't have a piano.
have an accompanist. And so I'm like, well, what instrument can I play and sing? And it was guitar. So then I started learning the guitar, and that's when I really started writing, because it was like I've learned like 4 chords, and I'm like, oh, now I can write a song. And and so I'd like write songs about like my friends' breakups and things like that. And we'd jam and do open mics in university, and I had a hip hop acoustic duo for a long time called Side Pony Nation. We make like comedic videos, and we did sort of acoustic hip hop for a long time, which we still do. It's me and my best friend Tanya. But
Awesome.
and then I guess gradually got my confidence up to start actually showing off my own original songs, and
Cool.
still working on that now.
Awesome. So, do you ever pull out the sheeps were grazing in the field every now and again?
Are we
They
going
were
to
in
hear
the
that
meadow.
today?
Or in the meadow? Sorry, in the meadow.
No, but I could. If I had a piano, I could still play it. It's a very easy song to play.
When they encore, put that at the
Yeah.
end of your show. Then you said, well, why don't we hear a song right now?
Sure.
Do you want to hear? You want to play one, or you want to play it off of your album? It's up to you.
Well, I don't know. I guess I could play. Well, I could play one, and then we can play some from the album too.
Cool.
This is actually a song that is on the album. It's I just had a birthday.
Happy birthday.
A week ago. So, thank you.
Happy birthday.
But I wrote this song right around my birthday a couple years ago. It's called "Find My Own Rhythm," and yeah, it's also on my EP.
Sweet.
Sounds a little bit different when you play it acoustic, but most things do.
All right, here's "Find My Own Rhythm" by Lynn Moffat live.
You think you're special, but are still feeling cold. Yesterday turned another year old, having coffee and chocolates in the warmth of your home, with a bouquet of flowers and another sad song. Oh, oh, I hear the music. Oh, 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 and it's soothing me. Oh, oh, soak it up until I can find my own rhythm. Find my own rhythm. There's no trouble being lost in the clouds, away from the problems, so far from the crowds. Life's a glass table, it's a game of Jenga. For a moment, let the song set you free. Oh, oh, I hear the music. Oh, 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 and it's soothing me. Oh, oh, soak it up until I can find my own rhythm. Oh, oh, find my own rhythm. Oh, 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 let loose. So I want you relax. Will you have the let loose? Oh, I want you relax. It'll be just fine. Will I hear that music? Oh, 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 and it's soothing me. Oh, oh, soak it up until I can find my own rhythm, baby. Oh, oh, find my own rhythm. Oh, oh, find my own rhythm, baby. Oh, oh, soak it up until I can find my own rhythm. Oh, yes.
Playing the most hit music. The Right Hit Music Mix on Crosswave.
All right, that was Find My Own Rhythm, live by
That's
Lynn
right.
Moffat.
Thank you.
And that live performance was brought to you by Jewelry Forever, conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East, Markham. They do custom-made jewelry repairs, and they change your watch batteries all on site.
Yes, they do.
They're a fantastic store. Check them out, and you can also shop online at jewelryforever.ca, where you'll get free shipping with any orders of $149 or more. Jewelry Forever. Tell them when you go. Tell them Scott and Regine sent you.
Yes,
Lynn, that song was lovely.
it was.
Thanks.
So you wrote that, you said, around your birthday?
You know, I was sitting there having a box of chocolates and some coffee. Yeah, you know, birthdays are always a interesting time. It's like the new year for yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like you go through similar emotions on your birthday as you do on New Year's. Even actually September I find is like a transitionary month too. It's just like looking back and like reflecting on how far you've come and maybe where your shortcomings are, and but also what you're happy and grateful for, and
Yeah.
and then picturing, you know, the next year or a couple of years or like week or month. I'm not very good at planning, so for me it's usually pretty short term, but yeah, you know, and I it's about actually music and the relationship that I have with music, and I'm sure a lot of people have with music, and in that it's there for you when you need it. It's always there for you, and so just soak it up,
Makes sense.
and hopefully that'll help you find your own rhythm, because music has lots of rhythm in it.
It does.
It does.
It sounds great live, but you said that your EP sounds different.
Yeah,
How
well,
different?
because it's fully produced, and I worked with a great team of musicians and producers, actually. One of my producers who mixed my album is Terry Brown, who produced for Rush. He produced
awesome.
a bunch of Rush albums, he's been working with me and Chris Hall for a few years now on a few different things. So it's, there's like organ and keys, and it's just really beautiful, the instrumentation.
There's a lot of rhythm in that one.
Yeah, so you got to go listen to it, and I love the produced version. I also, I love bringing it back to how it was originally wrote it and stuff like that. So.
Where can they find it?
You can find my music if you look up Lynn Moffat on Spotify or iTunes. Lynn spelled with 2 N's, 2 F's, and 2 T's.
LYNNMOFFATT.
Yeah, triple double.
There you go.
Triple
It's
double.
confusing sometimes because people like to leave the T's off. You can find it on iTunes, Spotify, or my website, lynnmoffat.com.
Awesome. Yeah, it was nice. I like that. So we were just taken back. You were feeling pensive around your birthday, and there just happened to be a guitar in your hand, and
There always is.
we kind of got that original version.
Yes.
Yeah, it was nice. Your voice sounds really good. I mean, a very there's a I'm not sure it was the raspiness from last night.
No, there's always rasp.
Sounded good.
There's more or less rasp depending on the time of day and what happened the day before.
Nice. Well, there's something about hearing it live that I think makes it extra special. So thank you for performing that for us.
Thank you
today.
for having me.
One thing I wanted to ask you about, on your YouTube channel, you've got a music video on there.
I do.
What song was it for? It was for
Dark Room.
Yeah, that video was really cool.
Yeah.
It was, tell me a bit about it, about how it went.
Dark Room, I worked with a friend of mine who's a director, Leonardo Tenon. He's awesome, and I was like, Leo, I really want to make a music video for my song Dark Room. And I had this weird idea of being in a room with nobody else there, but at the same time, like, everybody else is there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not sure how we can actually communicate this in a video. But I'm sure there's some way we can do this. And so we ended up having sort of the theme of the being in a dark room is my song Dark Room. It's like you're sort of by yourself, but haunted by sort of the voices in your head. And because you're constantly you're constantly fighting a battle with yourself in life, and especially when you're going through tough times or something. And they're kind of like the demons are fighting in your head. So we're like, who are these demons and what are they? So we developed these characters that we're all trying to persuade you, and so, almost like the 7 deadly sins, but we didn't have 7 because we just we only had a 3 or 4 minute long video.
For sure. Yeah.
But we had the tarot card girl who was like showing us the way through this dark path, and you have this key the whole time that is basically the key to the room to get out of it, but you have to try to keep that key because everyone's gonna try to steal the key from you by giving you something else, because jewelry and money and vanity and all these things you have in your life that they try to strip you from who you actually are. So we're trying to get deep, but I don't know if everybody got that out of the actual music video. But
it's really cool. People should check it out. It's very the people you got to play, all the different kind of there's a scariness about them. There's also a lot of very theatrical kind of influences from it.
Yeah, the actors were really great. They all have their own careers going, and they were perfectly cast. We did auditions, and
nice.
We were like, that person's definitely gonna be
the tarot card reader.
Yeah, it's a cool video. So is it just on YouTube? Is that the best place for them to find it? Or?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's on my website. It's on Vimeo, but YouTube's probably the easiest place. If you just look up Lynn Moffat Dark Room, it'll
Cool.
should come
Search
up.
it on YouTube. It's
We'll share it on our social media pages as well.
awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And what were you saying, Vaughn? Sorry. Oh, you want to? That's fine. In fact, actually, you want to hear another song?
Yes.
Yeah, let's hear a song.
What song?
What
would
song
you
would
guys-
you like to
You
play?
guys could play Dark Room if you
Oh,
want.
Yes,
okay. Yeah, let's
do
play
it.
Dark
From the
Room.
album.
All right, so this is one. Yeah, so the music video is is online as well, but this is the actual track.
Can't figure out how it came to this, but I know it's gonna be hard to fix. Caught untangled until they give, leaving me all alone in a dark room. Footsteps of memories are echoing. Sunlight won't dare a single ray in. Still holding on, but I'm breaking soon, leaving me all alone in a dark room. In a dark room. In a dark Took what I had and put it all away. I can't bear to show off anything. Time slowly fading into yesterday, and now I'm here all alone in a dark room. In a dark Think you're gonna know when you're singing the wrong note, but you toned up the phone, said your battery's turned off. You have no control, really no control, because you lost that, forgot that so long ago. Not even a chair here to lift you higher, only the cold floorboards, and they burn you like fire. Just a simple gleam of hope is all you desire. Being here all alone in a dark room. In a dark room, dark room. In a dark
Hey, you, sexy. Listen up.
The Right Hit Music Mix.
Crosswave.
That was Dark Room by Lynn Moffat off of her debut album. And that was brought to you by Intercontinental Consulting Services for Immigration and Settlement in Canada. Find out how you can live, work, and study in Canada. Visit icscanadaimmigration.ca. Come to Canada. Immigrate, work, study, visit Intercontinental Consulting Services. And by the Canada's Top Choice Council,
Yes.
a nonprofit organization which puts on 3 amazing events every year. The next one coming up, of course, is the Give Back fundraising concert, which
Yes.
is coming up on March 9th.
9th.
It's going to feature a whole list of wonderful performers.
And Scott and I will be there as your MCs, of course.
And I'll also be there playing. I'm going to sing a couple songs and with a band behind me. That'll be fun.
Yes.
Tickets are... Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
tickets are available for $25 on Eventbrite, right?
Yes, they are.
So if you want to find out more information about that, go to the Canada's Top Choice Facebook page and get all the information. It's going to be a great show. It's happening at the Fairview Library Theatre in North York.
Starting at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. They'll be rocking and rolling and whatnot.
Yes, and they also have a pageant coming up in August, which I know they are still looking for candidates for. So if you are interested in competing in a pageant, whether you're a young girl or a single mom or a mom of 3 and you've always wanted to compete in a pageant, by all means, Canada's Top Choice is a good choice to start, or a place to start. So be sure to reach out to them on Facebook, Canada Top Choice Council.
Thank you to those 2 advertisers. And if you'd like to advertise on the show, hit us up at radioshowad,
Yes.
at gmail.com. And we'll get in touch.
Yes,
All right.
we will.
So back to our guests. Actually, I wanted to ask you, do you guys both drink coffee? You do, right?
Yes.
Coffee? Did you guys hear about, so Timmy's is planning to come out in fall of 2019. They're coming out with something called the Double Double Bar. Have you heard about this?
No.
So it's basically, it's about the size of a chocolate bar,
Yeah.
but there's no chocolate in it.
Is it just coffee?
It's just coffee and I guess sugar, because it's like,
I mean, the double double does taste like.
it's sweet, right? Yeah, milky
sweet. Mm-hmm.
sweetness. How do you guys take your coffee?
Double.
Okay.
I drink it black.
Yeah, I drink mine with just cream. I could drink it black. I usually add a bit of cream, but would you guys eat your coffee?
Nope.
I like coffee. Those little coffee beans or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
just
In
the
university,
actual
I
beans,
did
yeah.
tons of those
Yeah.
while I was studying.
Good way to get the caffeine thing. Yeah, I guess that's the idea, is that if you don't have time for
And coffee cake is
coffee,
good.
I like coffee
I do like
cake,
coffee
yes.
cake. You know what? Actually, I like most things with like mocha or like, actually mocha's chocolate, isn't it? Anyway.
Mocha is chocolate and
Mocha's-
coffee.
yeah, but so this double double bar doesn't have any chocolate in it.
Yeah, it's not
all.
chocolate at all. No,
It's just
it's basically like a coffee
milk,
bar.
Maybe it's like a coffee. I bet it's probably good.
Yeah.
Like coffee crisp. That's
Yeah.
good.
I like coffee.
That's true. I do like coffee crisp.
But is it
Coffee crisp
have
has
caffeine
chocolate,
in
though.
it? Is that the thing?
Yeah, so
Does
I
it be
think
like an energy bar.
I think it's aimed at like if you're in a hurry and you need that caffeine fix,
grab it
you
and
just
go.
have it.
Right.
So I'm curious how well it'll do. I know they're planning to come out with it in fall.
How did dark room inspire a coffee conversation?
dark roast? I don't know. I was just thinking about it.
Yeah, I do like dark roast coffee.
Yeah, I prefer to. I'm drinking a dark roast right now, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
But I don't know if I will. Actually, I'll probably try it. In fact,
Like
maybe
we
we'll
tried the double Timbit.
That's right.
Might as well.
Yeah, did you try the double Timbit? Have you tried that?
I haven't.
It's pretty good. It's got
It's
a.
like a coffee.
That's
cake.
probably was their test for the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, people like this.
Yeah.
There's
Timbit.
a tiramisu donut. It's probably the same thing as a double. They just
Added a bit of whatever is
Frosting.
in tiramisu.
yeah.
What is in tiramisu?
Isn't it like a coffee
Yeah, it's
It's
like,
a coffee cake. type thing.
based?
Yeah, it's like isn't it? Gosh, yeah.
Sorry guys, I know we just ruined tiramisu.
Yeah, so we're all just sitting here on the air, just being like,
Cinnamony.
what is in tiramisu? What is in?
It's
Yeah.
Italian,
and
right?
then it's like creamy. There's cream in it. It's like
Yeah.
creamy, cinnamony, sort of flaky
coffee.
coffee.
So the double bar is coming, fall of 2019. I mean, yeah, I imagine it's for somebody like, especially say you're working late and you know you're going to need some energy. It's going to be it's probably falls into
Like
that
a
market.
power bar?
But I prefer
Yeah.
just to have the coffee.
That's
like,
the thing.
I like coffee just because I like
Yeah.
To drink it, yeah.
drink it.
That's the thing. There's a joy that comes with just
Yeah.
like in fact, I even find like I don't drink coffee as much as I used to, just because I find like it like if I drink it too late, it makes me awake and it doesn't like sit well as
Sunday
it
is
used
your
to.
coffee day, right?
Sunday's my coffee day, but I just love drinking coffee. Like there's like a joy to it. So I don't see the bar kind of replacing that for people, because that's the thing. The nice
no.
warm cup
Yeah.
is always going to be better than a nice crispy bar.
Anyways, moving along.
Yeah.
But anyway, double bar. I don't know, I just thought I'd bring that up. But
Yeah.
Oh, so what's everybody watching right now? Are you guys watching any shows or movies that you're into right now?
I've been catching up on Vikings, actually.
Oh.
A friend of mine was like, you got to watch Vikings. And I just kind of been slowly finishing those 5 seasons of it.
Wow.
I only saw like the first. I think I only saw the first episode.
I only
And
see the
meant
commercials.
I meant to watch it, but it's really good. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. I mean, it's, you know, with shows that go like that many series, and it kind of, it repeats itself a little. Like,
Okay.
it's like, what else could actually happen? Like, they're gonna
Yeah,
fight
yeah,
and
yeah.
they're gonna go to war, and then but it's telling a story of the characters, and so it's fun to watch, and they have like a cool accent that I sort of like to.
That the Vikings
To
have.
mimic.
Yeah, and I can't do it right now. I only do it when I talk to my dog, really.
To your dog?
Yeah, yeah, she understands.
She can't judge you. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, our pets usually get to see all of those sides of us, and that my dog. Yeah, like what I've noticed is like if I dance in front of my dog, he just stares at me judgingly.
My dog dances.
Really?
I taught her how to dance, and I put my hands out, and she grabs both my hands, and we do a circle, and then she's like, "Okay, I'm bored."
Yeah, I've done that with, I lift up Cujo. He's really my brother's dog, but I spend a lot of time with him. But I find I lift him up to do dancing, and I can tell like he does it, and I'm like, but he's like, I'm doing this for you, but I'm not.
Yeah.
This isn't what I would choose to be
I'm
doing.
not really a dancing.
Speaking of dogs, our dog lover, it's her birthday today. So happy
Oh.
birthday, Bea.
Oh, Bea Rose
Happy
Santiago,
birthday.
friend of the show,
Yes.
avid lion dance fan,
And doggy lover.
doggy lover. Hi.
Happy
She was a
birthday.
guest that we had
Hi.
previously. Hi.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Yes.
birthday to you, Bea.
Aquarius,
Yes.
just like me. That's how I know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's because you just had your birthday recently, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Scott, you asked the question, what shows are we watching? What are
Oh,
you
yeah.
watching?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I'm watching right now? I'm watching The Blacklist.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I have seen a few episodes.
So it's on Netflix right now, but it's what I noticed is the first season I think is the worst season.
Oh.
Which like I almost didn't watch more. Like the first episode, it actually looks, I don't know, like poorly made. Like when you actually watch it, maybe because it was the pilot. But I found even the first few episodes were like that. Like it just looked, I don't know, amateurish to me. But the lead guy, the actual, the main guy,
Yeah.
James Spader, I think is the guy who plays him. He kind of makes the whole show. He's really funny, and you can tell now that I'm in like season 5 right now because we've been kind of binge watching the whole thing. It's good. It's funny. He's funny, and it's kind of violent, but it's not super violent because it's still like a regular like not daytime, but
Yeah.
network TV show.
Yeah.
But it's not like HBO or anything. But anyway, that's what I've been watching. It's good. What about you, Regine?
I don't really watch TV because I feel like I'm always on the go, but when I do, I just watch whatever's on HGTV, like those home reno shows.
Oh.
I did watch Marie Kondo because you did bring it up, and I
Yes.
was like, I gotta Marie Kondo my whole place. And then HGT came on. But I feel like because the pageant's coming up, I've been watching a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race just to get some inspiration for that photo shoot. But I feel like I don't have enough time to just sit and watch something.
Yeah, I mean, I find Netflix and on-demand TV is good now because you can you don't ever have to you don't have to watch at a particular time anymore. You just watch when you're.
No, and it's not like, what are you watching right now? It's like, what did you just binge watch?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now it's like, I finished it.
Yeah.
Now what do I do? Yeah.
It's done.
That's the thing. And then you finish a show and they're like, oh, what do I
Now
do now?
what? Yeah.
Yeah.
The next show.
Have you watched any of the Marie Kondo stuff? Have you heard about that? Marie Kondo is she's this I guess she's a professional tidier.
Tidy
I guess.
helper.
She's
Helps you declutter your
Is that
life.
is it on Netflix?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have
It's
seen-
called
I've
I
seen
think it's called
one.
Tidying
Up with Marie Kondo.
Yeah.
So we just put that one on, and I find just having the show on, as I'm watching, I'll suddenly notice I've gone to a corner of the room and I'm
And you're
rearranging
cleaning
things.
It's time to go thank my shirt from yesterday.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, thank you. It makes it a lot easier to
I
get rid of
have been
stuff.
I think it is good to be grateful to your things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, water, for hydrating me.
Right?
Yes.
I saw this post. I think my boss actually shared it. It was like, if I Marie Kondoed everything in my kitchen, or if I were to thank everything in my kitchen, the only thing I would have left would be a corkscrew and an ice cream scooper.
Well, I mean that's fine. Yeah. Well, but you don't have to say you only say thank you to things if you're getting rid of it.
Yeah.
She wants you to keep things that spark joy.
Joy, yeah.
Sparks joy. So like, which makes sense. I mean, when you think of it, right, clothing-wise, say, like, it doesn't really make sense to have something in your closet that you don't like. Like, basically, everything that you have in your closet should be something that when you put it on, you're like, yeah, I look awesome.
Yeah,
in
but
it.
see, then that's where I get to the point where I'm like, but what if I need a polka dotted shirt one day?
Totally.
Well, then you can keep it.
Or-
but what I mean is only keep that particular polka dotted shirt. When you put it
Like,
on,
I
you're
only
like,
have
this looks
one,
great.
and I'm like, I never wear it, but what if I need it?
You might need it.
Right?
Yeah,
Or what if I
know.
want to do an 80s themed birthday? I might need it.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it sparks joy.
But what if it doesn't and I just don't want to buy another one?
Well,
I'm
I
right
don't
now.
know.
None of my pants are sparking joy because they're all just a little bit too tight. So, but what am I supposed to do? Get rid of my pants?
Yeah. it's
My
a
joy.
tough one.
I'm hoping that they'll still fit. Like after winter is over.
Yeah.
Exactly. Summer bod. Don't worry.
You know, you could maybe, I don't know, ask Marie Kondo. I don't know.
Marie Kondo, what should we do?
Oh, what to do?
What
But
do we do?
I do know that, like, I've been folding all my clothes wrong. I know that. I learned that from
I
her.
fold my clothes that same way. So.
Do you stack your stuff this way?
Mine gets
or
a little bit
this?
unorganized after
Or does
a
it just
while.
get
Yeah.
thrown
It
in,
gets thrown-
and then you're like, where is it?
Yeah.
I
Well,
do every once in a while. I go through and like do that, and then it literally is like back to messy.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard to like maintain it all the time. Like I rearranged my closet a little bit, not with the Maria Kondo method, just like folding everything and
Yeah.
putting it
Yeah.
away like the way you adults are supposed to do things. But then after a while, it's just I don't know. One day you're in a hurry and so now I look up and there's just like in a closet. I look up. There's just like this collection of things, and I kind of just reach into it
And pull it all
and then
down.
pull something out, and then I'm like, that's what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I guess guys have it easier. They can just pull on a shirt and jeans and walk out.
Well, that's the thing. It's easier because not only is like I feel like the standards are kind of, I don't know if it's lower, but it's different. But it's also, I feel like guys' clothes in general are more. We have fewer options in terms of what we wear.
The
Like-
silhouette is the same, like,
Yeah.
in most cases.
Yeah. So
There's just, it's like, it's been like that since
forever.
yeah.
since men decided that they're gonna wear clothes instead of
Exactly.
being naked all the time.
All that changes is like.
No more leaves for you.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing that's shifted is like pants right now are pretty popular that they
Are fitted.
they
Slimmer,
fit,
yeah,
right.
definitely a better look.
Like I look at pants that I used to wear in high school, and I'm like,
What?
why did I? Like I was wearing pants that are way too big for me even now, and I just used to put on a belt and just like tighten it up.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
one of
it's
those
so
guys.
funny. Yeah.
But like that was, and same with shirts too. Like
That was a
everything was
thing.
just
Oversized.
You know, and I look back, I'm like, why did I? But I guess that was.
That was like me with my
was-
uniform, my high school uniform. I had like the baggy sweater, but like the uniform pants because the kilts were removed. But it's just funny because it's like, why did I wear such a big sweater? Like now I could give it to my brothers who are in high school. Be like, here you go, it fits you. You're 6 foot. Like,
Yeah. What's the thing? Yeah, I don't know. I guess just things go, and I know it's circular, right? So I guess those larger sized fitting pants and things are going to come back.
No, please
But I
don't.
also don't. I almost don't want them to.
Yeah, I don't
Please
know.
don't.
I mean, like remember bell bottoms, and then
Yeah.
there was
They're
like giant bells.
Yes.
Like that was the same time period, more or less.
Yep.
And you have like these big, like, I don't know, like just so
They
much
were
extra
just
fabric.
Yeah.
You could make a few
gigantic.
pairs of pants.
Yeah, you
with
could.
a-
you can make a skirt
Yeah.
out of the bottom part.
You could hide things in
Bell
there.
bottoms are back.
They are.
They're not.
Yep.
They haven't gotten bigger. They're not like the giant.
I feel like they just took them out of storage and brought them back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
I still don't like them. I didn't like them the first time or the second time.
Mm-hmm.
I did get into them for a bit, and then I was like, thank God
No,
we're
thank you.
doing skinny jeans now.
Yeah.
And because also for short people, they drag on the ground and they get dirty. I don't know if
That's
you
true. Yeah.
ever had
Oh
that.
yeah. All my friends, and I think probably mine too. I used to. It was just
You had
normal where you
bell-bottoms?
just. Well, guys, they called them. They were boot cut, but that was what bell bottoms basically were.
Yeah.
They weren't quite as like exaggeratedly, but the boot cut jean was still. It
Just-
gets big at the bottom.
I don't need that.
Yeah. I used to. In fact, I remember I used to buy jeans. Like I wanted there to be an evident boot cut. And if it was like too close to the ankle, I always thought, "Oh, that looks so weird."
It's so
But-
funny.
Now
how-
what are you wearing?
But now I'm like, no, like if
I can
it's,
see your ankle skin
yeah,
right now.
that's the thing. Now if it's like if it's not close to the ankle, I'm like, what the? That looks funny.
There's too much breeze going on.
And, like I don't want it to go back, but you know it goes around, right? Because like that was like the style that's in now was kind of what was popular in the 80s and also in like the 50s maybe. Like it goes baggy then, and I guess everything's reacting to the thing before it. So now
Yeah.
because everything's so clean and tight fitting,
It's all gonna be.
it's gonna be like, no, the new thing is loose, and then
Well,
everyone's
Well,
gonna be like,
androgyny is like the new thing now.
That's true, too,
So
yeah.
It's like
That's
clothes
right.
that you can wear as a male or female
Yeah.
or whatever.
also true.
Well, it's
yeah.
like when we went for Jennifer's birthday, she had an 80s themed party, and I'm like, well, I don't really have anything bright and colorful. And lo and behold, I go to the mall and everything is neon. And I'm like, oh,
yeah,
Easy.
coming back.
80s are back.
Yeah. We have to do an 80s themed. I know we talked
like
about
an 80s
it.
theme show. Yeah, we
Yes,
should do that.
we
That's a
should.
good idea. Yeah, we should. Okay, we'll find
We
some.
were supposed to do that
we'll
today.
Find some reason. Yeah, but I couldn't think of any. Like, there should be a logical reason to like.
Why are we going to the
Yeah.
80s?
Yeah,
Just
we
because.
Can't just be like, hey, it's 80s today. You know what? You're right. There's no
Just
bad
cut.
reason not to
Can't,
have
like,
an 80s theme.
Look up like somebody like some performer like from the 80s and find when their birthday is and
Yeah.
then do the 80s
Perfect.
standard.
Do that.
We're celebrating
It's like
Cyndi Lauper's
Yeah, Cyndi
birthday.
Lauper. Yeah.
Do that.
Scott, you're born in the 80s.
I was born in the 80s. But I think is like I don't really count myself as an 80s kid
You're like
because
the
I
end
was
of the
too
80s,
young.
right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
too young to like appreciate it. I was definitely more of a 90s kid. But I see some of the 90s stuff is coming back too now. Like you're starting to see a lot of the grunge look.
Yep.
Oh,
and
in
like
90s.
people tying their
I got
sweatshirts around their
Doc Martens
waists.
on.
Here you go.
I think that's
you
pretty 90s,
So it's
isn't
coming
it?
back. Yeah, yeah.
They're the best shoes.
So I guess we're that's the thing. It's all circular.
And I feel like movies are circular too.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. Now we're going through. What's actually what I remember when I was a kid. Anything that was from the 80s was really uncool. Like anything you hear synth in music
And now
or
it's
like
cool.
the weird hair. But now it's enough time has passed that it's now the new nostalgia.
The new Stranger Things.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
There you go.
What's the thing? I remember growing up, it was like the cool era was like the 70s and the 60s. So like
Yeah.
you know like long hair and like aviator sunglasses and stuff. That was cool.
That's
And
in now.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, because it's,
Aviators are always in.
yeah,
Yeah.
aviators are awesome.
They're awesome.
But like Wayfarers now kind of came back in a big way. Anyways, everything's circular, people. Let's hear a song.
I
want
was
to hear a
just gonna
song.
say that.
Do you want to
Great.
you want to play one live or do you want to play one off the album? Up to
I
you.
don't know. What do you guys want?
Live.
I want what do you would like? Oh, live. Do you
I can
request
play.
live?
I'll play a new song actually that's not on my album.
Oh.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
This is a world premiere.
Yeah, I guess I haven't played it on any radio or anything.
Fantastic.
But it's about Toronto. It's called Hogtown.
Well, there you go.
Beauty.
And Toronto was once known as Hogtown,
Hogtown,
back
yes.
in the olden days.
Yep.
For all the
All your
Pork-
non-Toronto
pork
listeners.
trading.
Yeah.
So with this one, this
All right.
is Hogtown. It's a little bit more upbeat country song.
I
Awesome.
like country.
The streets are lined with broken dreams. Things aren't really as they seem. The rats wear suits, the cats are mean. The pigs let us slaughter, you can hear the screams in our town. Selling the future by the pound. There's no way up when you're so far down. So take your shot and place your bet. Or roll the dice, but you're not ready yet for Hogtown. So take your shot, no room for doubt. Swing for your life until you strike out in Hogtown. It's always hell when the bill comes due. It all comes down to the luckless few. Shove it down deep, but the stress line's showing. It sure feels mean when the cold wind's blowing. Hogtown, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just to be heard, you gotta shout. Not gonna stop until the lights go out in Hogtown, in Hogtown. In Hogtown, yeah, 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 yeah. I can't breathe, I can't catch a breath in this smoggy town. Oh. Gonna hold my ground. No, I'm not going down. Everyone in this place is so damn stressed. Towing the line along with the rest. Hold your breath, try not to choke, 'cause it's a pipe dream filled with mirrors and smoke in Hogtown, yeah, yeah, yeah.
just to be heard. You gotta shout, not gonna stop until the lights go out in our town, in our town, in our town, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no,
This is where hit music lives.
The right hit music mix.
Crosswave.
Well, that live performance was brought to you by Cecile's line dancing class, established in 1998. For all ages, every Thursday from 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at 4500 Shepherd Avenue East, Unit 3, Scarborough. And every Sunday, oh, they moved. I didn't update this thing. They added a new location, right?
Yes, they are.
Well, they are Sunday, and they've also added a new Wednesday class as well at, what was it, BIM Toronto, right?
We will let you know next week.
But I think it was
It is BIM Toronto.
BIM Toronto on Wednesdays. So Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. I will get the updated dates. But Cecile's line dance class, they are fantastic. Great supporters of the show, and a lot of fun classes. They're fun. They're a good place to go.
It's a good workout.
Yeah, it's a great workout, and you'll also have a great time and learn all the sweet moves.
I have two left feet, so me doing line dance, you saw it, is not cute. It's not fun.
Well,
but for people that are good at dancing and picking up choreo,
hit up Cecile's line dance class. Call 647-215-3013. And it was brought to you by Janet Ha. Janet Ha is a financial services representative. Best in the biz. Give her a call at 416-858-9186 for life insurance, travel insurance, investment funds, mortgage insurance, and more. Janet Ha, financial services representative. Hogtown.
that was
Awesome song.
a great tune.
Yep, thank you.
So that one's going to be, I guess, on the next album. Whatever.
I think so. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to do that one live with the band because it's kind of like pretty rockin'. And but I also I like to play it acoustically too. But I have a lot of new songs that I'm working on right now, so I'm pretty stoked to get back to the studio and do some more recording. But
Awesome.
I think I still have some more to write before I get back to the studio.
Makes sense. Yeah.
It made me think of summer. Like
Good.
It just because you said it was like more of country based to it. So to me, it was like remind me of summer. I was thinking about where my red cowboy boots are and how much fun that would be to listen to in the sun.
Yeah, you got to get those cowboy boots out.
Let's think. I mean, I was dancing to it just on the acoustic guitar, but I've got to think get a full band behind it.
It gets rocking with the steel guitar and
nice.
just like I don't know, it's really rocking.
It becomes more summer.
Well, where can people find you? We should plug your social media stuff, especially so they know when your next stuff is coming out and all that.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Lynn Moffat Music, and my website's lynnmoffat.com, Facebook Lynn Moffat, and I'm playing a gig on March 7th at Brooklyn Bar downtown Toronto, Queen Street West. It's what is it called again? The Queen Street.
Oh, Queen West Country
County Line. The Queen West County Line. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a bunch of local singer-songwriters who are doing country music, which you don't get to see too often in Toronto.
It's true.
But there is a lot of great country talent in the city, so they're highlighting us, and we each get like 3 or 4 songs. And then it's a party.
Maybe I should go to that.
You should come. Bring your cowboy boots.
I will.
Bring those
Perfect
red cowboy
opportunity.
boots.
They match your guitar strap. They're actually like that color red. Yeah.
That's the best. I have a pair of red ones too, actually.
It's March 7th, Brooklyn Bar, you said?
Brooklyn Bar, yeah, Queen Street West.
For the Queen West County Line.
Yeah. You can find that on my Instagram too.
Right, Lynn Moffat Music. LYNNMOFFATT.
Yes.
Music.
So Lynn, it looks like you got a lot of love on our live stream right now. There's
great.
world-class talent.
Oh,
And lots of love in the group chat for you.
thank you. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you all of you for watching. It's great to see you guys watching. And also, please, you can find us on social media as well. We want to hear from you guys, and because we want the audience to have an impact
Get
on the
more
show.
involved.
So hit us up on Instagram at Radio Show. And also we changed the Twitter because I
Yes.
didn't like Sit Down Cross Wav. So it is now Sit Down Scott.
No. It's sit down.
Sit down, Scott. Scott, sit down. It's a lot easier to remember. It's kind of funny.
Sit down, Scott.
But anyway, so if you can find us on Facebook at Sit Down Radio Show with Scott Dion Brown.
Yes.
I feel like we should change that one too to just the sit down. Anyway, but for now it's that. So yeah, I'm saying find us on social media while we change all of the names. But
sit down.
But
Scott.
if you use the hashtag Sit Down Crosswave with a K, we'll see it, and we want to hear from you. We want to hear, what phrase of the week should we use?
What
Do you have
should
any
we talk
questions?
about?
What should we talk about?
Who should we have?
Exactly. We want to hear from you guys.
What should we get Scott to do?
Yeah. What do you want me to? I mean, I'm curious what you're going to say about that. But
Should get Scott to do those YouTube challenges.
Yeah, you could do a spicy noodle challenge live on air. That could be fun. Actually, what's funny? I did a spicy noodle challenge. I don't know. Have you guys ever had the spicy noodles from the spicy noodle challenge?
I like that.
I don't think so, but sounds like they're probably spicy.
Yeah. So you got to eat them. So here's the thing: you eat them as fast as you can.
Ooh.
And like I did it twice, like racing somebody else, and then you're not allowed to have any milk. So we did the noodle challenge, and then just long afterwards, I was like, I have all these noodles left, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if they're probably tasty noodles, right? So one day,
Did you eat them by yourself?
yeah, no, so I had a couple people over, and we were watching TV, and I was just like, oh, I'm kind of hungry. You guys want to just have some noodles?
Oh my god.
And they're like, yeah. Well, I was like, and I said, guys, these are supposed to be spicy, but I thought, the last time I ate these, I was shoveling them in my mouth as fast as possible.
Right.
Oh Lord.
Ignoring pain, right? But I was like, hey, these are probably going to be delicious just like eating them slowly.
Yeah.
Nope.
No stuff.
No, they are
Still
good.
Well, it was good, but
don't
it's
eat so much. I paced myself.
Can't
none
you
of
just
us,
take some of the spice out? Like
You can.
I
But
probably
it's still spicy.
I probably should have. I just I made them the way you're supposed to make them, and then so I'm sitting there, I ate like one spoonful, and I was like, oh, this tastes good. And after about 30 seconds, your mouth is burning, and I'm like, and I don't want any more. No, I'm done.
good.
How did your friends react to it?
Nobody liked it. Everybody was like, Scott, why did you give us this? I'm like, I thought it would be good.
It tastes good. There's a good flavor to it, but once
Yes.
the spice kicks, you're like, okay.
You've got to really, really like spicy food to be able to just sit
I
down
like
and just
it.
eat that.
Then don't do
you
the
have
times
like some
challenge.
other thing to eat with it. And then
Yeah, what's the
I
thing?
think
We all
people
had
eat it
the
with like bread. Or
yeah, and we started
Bread with
adding
noodles.
yogurt as well is good for that yogurt.
yogurt and noodles.
Yeah.
I think bread sounds
But
better.
it's definitely, it's not like a leisurely meal. You can't just sit
I've
down and
done
be
it.
like, I'm just going to really. So the actual spicy noodle is the times two?
Not the
spicy?
times two.
Well,
the
that's what I'm
times
talking
one.
about.
Well, then that's
Times
your
two.
fault. You did times two.
Well, that's the spicy noodle challenge. Anyway, it was delicious.
I like this camera over here. I could just stare at it while you're talking.
It's a nice camera too. Yeah, this is a newer angle. You like it? Is it there?
So
Yeah, there
Scott
we
will be talking, and I'm like, don't listen to him.
Yeah. It's your
go.
angle.
Yeah, that's like the Regine side camera being
Yeah.
like, he's wrong. He's wrong, audience. We only have one segment left here today.
Yes, we do, and we need Cleavon for this one.
Yeah, because we don't have one. So on this show we have a fairly large Filipino audience, and myself, I'm half Filipino, and there are a lot of Filipinos like myself, born and raised, say, in the Western world, who maybe they didn't grow up hearing or learning the native Filipino language, which is Tagalog. That's the language. So I personally, I don't speak Tagalog, and so maybe there are a lot of people watching who also don't speak. Which is using the side camera. So
Can do that.
I thought, how can we rectify this problem of learning Tagalog? And I thought, hey, I know, we'll have a segment called Learn Tagalog.
I like it.
With Scott Dion Brown, and on this show every week we learn one phrase. And Lynn, I assume you're probably not fluent in Tagalog.
No, she's so
either.
fluent. She probably knows more than you.
Yes, definitely. So we're gonna learn a phrase today, and what phrase should we learn? Something to do with country music, maybe. How do you say?
Don't say country music because it's country music.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking something like
Make it easier.
Right?
something about cowboy boots or
There's cowboy boots.
Like boot. Like, what about like boot, scoot, and boogie?
that would be the exact same thing.
probably
It's
just
the same thing with a stronger
with a slight accent.
Okay.
Okay, how about what's something that
How
you?
about country road, take me home?
Okay, country road, take me home. How do you say that in
That's all you,
Tagalog?
Cleavon.
I think that's hard.
Oh, it's a hard one?
Is country even, like, what is country in Tagalog?
Well, it's country means nation, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tagalog, bansa or whatever.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't really be the exact same meaning.
But
Construction
isn't
is
there?
different.
There's multiple. There's different. Like country means nation, but it also means country.
Yeah.
Like the
oh,
side.
in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's county.
County.
Country
Tagalog.
is
Yeah.
Okay, let me think. What's
Pick
something
other
else?
lines.
something else.
Okay, how about how do I say
Stumped you.
Hey, people watching, give us something to talk about.
Yeah.
how about how do you say put on okay, let's just say, keep it simple.
Put your cowboy boots.
Yeah, put your cowboy boots on, or put on your cowboy boots. How do you
There's
say
no Tagalog for cowboy.
that? Okay, so then we were just saying put
Yeah,
on your.
that's-
So how do you say
Put on
put on
your?
Yeah.
Cleavon, that's all you.
Put on
What's
your.
it again?
About,
What's
or
it again?
like,
So-
what about square dancing? Is there that? Do they have
Is there
that?
square
They do
dancing?
line dancing.
Line
Okay.
dance.
Well, Udo, how do you say put on your in Tagalog?
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one.
Isuot mo.
Isuot.
Yeah.
Isuot.
Isuot. Yeah.
Isuot.
Yeah. Wear on.
Where on?
Isuot
Isuot mo.
mo.
And then you'd say
Ang
cowboy
boots
boots.
mo.
Ang boots mo. Okay, so say the whole phrase.
Ang su-
Isuot.
Let me think of the more shorter
Isuot.
one.
Okay.
I get it.
Isuot mo ang boots mo.
Isuot
Or
mo.
pakisuot ang boots mo. Something like that.
So which one should I say? Pakisuot?
Yeah.
Paki-
Pakisuot ang boots mo.
Not pakisuot. Look at Kuya outside.
What did I say? I said something
You
else?
said
laughing
paki
today.
suit.
Okay, wait. Say it again. Say it again.
Isuot mo ang boots.
Isuot mo.
Ang
Okay, so
boots.
Scott,
Ang boots.
Scott,
Yeah.
you're writing it wrong. So this one is right. So anything with an S
Yeah.
before
Isuot
it,
means
there's an I.
wear.
Isuot.
Yeah.
Isuot.
Isuot mo
Isuot mo
ang
ang
boots mo.
boots mo. Isuot mo
Ang
boots
boots
mo.
Isuot mo.
ang boots mo.
Ang boots mo.
Isuot mo
Ang
ang boots mo.
Got it. No
Put on your boots, guys. Oh no, so and I guess boots I could say cowboy boots
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So I could go isuot mo
Because there is no Tagalog for
cowboy boots.
Yeah.
So isuot mo ang cowboy boots
This camera.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
I think that sounds better.
Isuot mo ang cowboy boots mo. You want to try it then? You want to try saying it?
Isuot mo ang cowboy boots mo.
Perfect.
She says it better than Scott.
How come I'm hearing a lot of S?
You know, it's
That's fine.
yeah, and
Is there no S's? He put
No,
S's.
that's right.
Yeah,
Isu.
that's
Isu.
fine.
Isu.
Isuot.
Isuot.
Okay,
everybody.
so anything with an S, you always put an I before it.
Okay.
So if there's an S, it's just isu.
It's isuot
Isuot mo.
mo. Yeah.
Isuot mo ang boots mo. And here we are, guys.
Like
One phrase at a time,
nice.
becoming fluent in the language.
You're getting it.
Wow.
These boots are made for walking, everybody.
Oh, we should have done that one.
Yeah.
Should have done that one, yeah. Next week,
The next
week.
time Lynn is in, we'll be more
do
prepared.
These boots are made for walking. in
I'll bring
Tagalog.
my cowboy boots in with me.
Yes. I will too.
So once again, Lynn, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Wonderful
Yes,
to have you on.
thank you.
March 7th, she's got a show coming up on with the Queen West County line at Brooklyn Bar in Queen West in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
So, or Queen West in Hogtown. And make sure you go there. And find her online, lynnmoffat.com, Lynn Moffat Music on Instagram. And just search Lynn Moffat on any of those social medias.
You can
you'll
Google
find
her.
Google it. Yeah. It does come up.
LYNNMOFFATT. Regine, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at It's Regina Lena, ITSREGINEALAINA.
And you can find me on YouTube. That's where I have the most fun. YouTube.com/Scott
Hit
Dion.
1,000.
Not yet, almost. We're getting close. It's climbing every day, a little bit every day. Scott Dion, Dion Brown on YouTube. I like to post videos on there, song covers, vlogs, funny things.
Subscribe.
Get me to 1,000 subs, please.
I'm trying to get there too.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Subscribe
find Lynn
to
on,
both
on,
of
on, on YouTube as well. I'll subscribe to you. Subscribe back to me. We'll
I'll
subscribe to each
subscribe
other.
to everyone.
Subscribe.
All right, so guys, thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
And we'll see you all next time on the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. Put on your isuot mo ang boots mo,
No
everybody.
hat.
Oh yeah, isuot mo ang
Sombrero
Super
mo.
Mario sombrero mo. Super Mario sombrero mo.
So, see you guys next time.
Happy Family Day.
Yeah, happy Family Day. Bye now.
Bye.
That's it for today, folks. To Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. If you think 60 minutes is not enough, well, you better catch us again next week, because it is not just about music or pure talk. It's your weekend pastime. And witness the next worthy of your time episode of the program right here on Crosswave Radio. To Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Making radio entertainment just as cool today as it was before. You're listening to Crosswave, the right hit music mix. Crosswave Radio, a division of Media Concept Broadcasting Network.